evening and good night, wherever you are, and welcome to Requiem for London Chronicles, the City of Martyrs. And we begin our scene down a very alleyway. This alleyway leads to the Carthian movement of London, the Gallows Party, who are assembling, who are uniting a mighty front against the Enlightenment, the hunters of London. They have gathered and tried to rally as many kindred as possible to fight their foe, their mortal enemy. And as much noise and as much confusion occurs, we zoom in on two kindred who appear just outside the alleyway, outside this dark path, very nearby the St. Jude's Hospital, where the Med Lab, as it's called, where many kindred are being held, experimented upon, apparently. But we zoom in on their thoughts, their feelings. Take it away.
James is standing down in the alleyway, just looking at the crowd, thinking about how stupid all this is. But nevertheless, he is just waiting for the deed to happen, so he can show everyone how prominent and how much good he's going to do for the city, and how valuable he is. Is Maria there?
Let's take myself off mute. Yes, Maria is there. She will, if you will allow, she will have arrived with you.
Yep.
What's going on in her head is a bit different. However, not that she's, wanting to show everyone how valuable she is. She just actually is pissed off that this is happening and just wants to do her bit. It's like back in World War II. It's like, just do your bit, even if it's not much at all. So she's just there with a sense of almost kindred righteousness. It's like, this shit shouldn't happen. Everyone needs to band together, even if I'm fucking just standing here looking pretty.
James turns to Maria and says, so when is this all over? When is the shouting and everything else going to start? And when can we actually do something?
She just, again, also looking at the shouting and the rabble, and goes, when they're done, gives a sigh.
Fucking loud, aren't they?
Each their own. I would approach it differently. Unfortunately, we have very little choice in the matter. Blood Drive's a nice enough guy, though.
Heard he's some big coughing guy. It'll be fun to meet him.
He's very charming, so be on your guard. Not that I need to tell you.
Alright. I will.
She'll take an unnecessary breath, give you an elbow in the ribs. It's still weird to be around you after everything that's happened, so it's like a playful nudge in the ribs, but then like a step back is like, I hope he's going to take that the right way. And nudge in the ribs and say, all right, come on, let's try not to die. Again.
He looks at you and rolls his eyes and gives off like a sigh and follows you.
We will approach Blood Drive.
As you proceed and you go down this dark alleyway, your kindred centers immediately kick off. And yes, you sense mortals, you sense kindred clan and non-clan, covenant, non-covenant. It's a vibrant mix, and there's a sense of passion, power, excitement in the air. Your beasts are sort of getting excited. It's a kind of a bane and yet a blessing of the Carthians. Their passion, their involvement, unity seems to give a sense to each of them that many other covenants lack or have forgotten. But as you go towards or the centre of this alleyway, you see a lot of activity between two buildings, people going back and forth, shifting equipment and materials. And there seems to be a large amount of activity going on. And as you're just about to approach, about to get towards this activity, you see or feel the presence of Blooddrive, the leader of this movement, the leader of this place, this alleyway. And he seems to be just waving or gesturing goodbye to a van or a truck. It's just gone. Yeah, he's just headed out onto the street ahead of you, and has turned right towards the Medway. He seems to give a sort of a pause. He seems to stand there in this sort of a light rain, a sort of a light mist, a drowsy sort of misty period. Then he notices you both. He sees you both before him, and sort of proceeds towards you, quite calmly, quite pleasant, quite welcoming. He sort of jumps off the concrete platform he is standing on towards the pavement or towards the alleyway, and looks to both of you and welcomes both of you in a very friendly, humble gesture as possible.
I'll say under my breath to James as a last thing, chins up, smiles on.
He'll look at you and do the same thing he did before, just roll his eyes and sigh.
Now,
if we're allowed to approach, we'll approach.
Yeah, you both approach, and a lot of activities going on. I won't let you roll for this, Blue. I think you would notice this immediately. There's a lot of customization going on. It's the way the materials going back and forth. They're fortifying vehicles. They're reinforcing cars or vehicles. You've seen this before previously in the garages of the Carthians or Blooddrive's place. They're making heavily armored vehicles or tanks, even almost. And this is the final piece of the puzzle. You can see this as this is all going on. But yes, the Blooddrive figure approaches you. He bows, he laughs, he pulls the cigarette from his mouth and gives a very long bow. And he gives a bow to you, Maria or Blue, knowing you from before, and he gives a sort of acknowledgement to the sheriff, to your brother beforehand. I think a roll is needed. This would be a wits and empathy roll, minusing. Let's say, Eric, what is your composure?
3.
3, so minusing 3. So Blue, if you could roll me wits and empathy, minusing 3.
Okie dokie. Incoming, nil successes.
So he gives you this kind of gesture. He gives the sheriff a gesture, but it's a suspicious. It's very suspicious. It's a very new approach. Of course, the sheriff, Eric, you have seen this individual before. You know this individual. He bows, gestures in a very common, very humble way, given his status.
James just walks, up to him and extends his hand.
He looks to you and goes, "Oh, it's been a long time, hasn't it?" And just gestures to grasp your hand, and of course shakes it. And he shakes it very humbly, very weakly, very friendly.
And I'm gonna start with like making all these things you do, like when you are Invictus. Let's say no more.
Yes, yes, the subtle gestures, the subtle notions, handshakes, whatever, and he acknowledges, he accepts and welcomes, and we keep it. See, he he's a full-fledged member, as it were.
So, didn't expect to see you here. No blood drive then.
It's what they call me nowadays.
It's been like 90 years, stuff like that.
Last time I saw you, you was a young fang, like you didn't even know where to bite properly. God, look at you now. I'm quite impressed.
Last time I saw you, you were an elder. I guess you still are.
Look, don't throw those words around, elder. It's just, ugh. I'm an old child. That's it. We don't grow up. We just get long in the tooth.
So, let's get down to the business. What's the plan?
Well, look, I I have heard of you before, and I didn't think it was quite you, but your reputation precedes you, and I respect that. And as an ancilla, I've given you a more of a heavier role in this operation, more of a priority. Now, look, I know your background, I know where you've come from, but this is bigger than Covenant. This is bigger than Clan. This is all about us as a species. I hope you can embrace that at least, yes?
You speak a lot of big words, but when you talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk as well. What do you bring to the table?
I ain't gonna lie to you. The Carthians are leading the way in this city. We're going to be running this city in a few years.
You keep telling yourself that.
Hey, lie to yourself, believe whatever propaganda the Invictus are telling you. That's the truth. That's the fact. What's going to happen? Now, look, you can either be with us, help us out, be a part of our movement, be a part of the law that governs Kindred, or you can be against it. I won't judge you either way. You're free to choose.
May I pipe in to ease the tension?
Yes, you may. There's a kind of standoff going off here. Of course, through your empathy, he's trying to be as nice as possible.
Mm-hmm. But before James has a chance to retort, because this is quite obviously two big dogs doing circles around each other, I'm just going to unfold a piece of paper, print out of the map of London, and say, gentlemen, can we leave the recruiting until after our people are rescued? And then I'll put the map of London on the table, A4, A3, whatever printer I can have, and say, James and I have organized diversions here, and we also have a snitch within the Enlightened facility. And let me ask again, what are you bringing to the table for this raid?
He looks at the map. He looks at it very interested. It's very focused. And even, I won't make you roll, he even looks in a comical way, like, oh, he flips the map sideways. Is this correct? Oh, this is the right way. But you know for a fact, he knows how the map's meant to be appropriate. He's playing a part here, the dumb fool, but you can see through this. And
I'll
he
actually
instantly
look up at
recognizes
him
what you're
and just
doing.
give him probably the serious look he's ever gotten from me and goes, do we really have time for this?
There's always time for a bit of fun, darling. There's always time for a bit of fun. I got 2 figures here, another figure here, another distraction here. Your involvement, now that will help us a lot because that will distract the main front here. I think we can get you in if you wanted.
Knowing Mr. Barber more than I do, I'm pretty sure that his set of skills will be far greater than my own. But I'm willing to help in whatever way I can. Now, can we get a move on?
I'm sure we got a lot to talk about, and I'm sure that's a lot to speak on later. But I gotta be the boss. I gotta be wolf, the big bad wolf right now.
So go be the big bad wolf, and I'll stand back and let these guys resume. I've said my piece.
Due to your friend's activity, I have one chance for both of you to get into that place. I've already got some agents in there. They're going to distract the guards. They're going to destroy the security system. But I need you two to do something else. I need you two to secure something, well, just as important.
All right, let's spit it out.
Need you to kill someone.
And what do we get for that? Killing people is against the law.
Well, this is an average individual. Like, for my intel, there's this one individual. The hunters, the martyrs, whatever they call themselves, they've been doing these experiments in this facility. Now they've made one of them very important. Now I'm not going to go into detail. I'm not going to go into information about it, but this person can cause all kindred a lot of problems. We're talking the end extinction of our kind. This one person needs to be destroyed without fault, without question. Now, are you willing to do that?
You're spewing a lot of exposition without actually stating any facts. What are the facts?
We're talking about fucking immunizing mortals to us. We're talking about a cure to the kindred fucking condition.
What do
Now,
you mean?
are you willing to let that happen?
What do you mean, a cure for fucking vampirism?
I'm talking about goddamn shits and vomits. I'm talking about mortals that you feed on and then die from doing so. Is that what you want?
He shrugs.
I just got info from an insider. This one person has to be eliminated, has to be killed. They've just managed it this night, and this is why we pushed our, advance now. We need to get rid of this one individual. This one individual falls. That's it. The martyrs, the Alliance plans, they're set back by years from this. Okay. Cassandra, she believed in that.
You said what?
Look, I don't want to give the brunt of this. She's your child.
I'm gonna grab him by the throat.
He lets you. He lets you. And as you do so, you lift him up. He just simply just goes, look, she came to us. She wanted to help. She wanted to do something. She wanted to fight back. She knew someone in the facility. She gave us the best information we ever had. Okay. But she's stuck there now and they caught her. Okay. Now, you can help us take out this individual we want and rescue your child. It's a win-win. Come on, Sheriff.
Oh, I'm gonna go in there whatever you want. But I might just not help you. However, I have a condition then.
Name it.
I'll send you into torpor after I'm done here, and you go willingly.
I've been asleep for a very long time. I'm
And
not
you can sleep some
likely to
more.
go back.
Or else I might just blow the fucking lid on you, and you will have a lot of coffins to talk with.
Don't think you got leverage on me, boy. They all know what I am. They all know what I can do. And if you think that's a threat to me to sleep for a few more years, that's nothing. I'll sacrifice anything for what I believe in. The question is why you're doing this. What are you willing to sacrifice for?
He puts him down, and he basically says, "Do we have it?" And pats him down like on the shoulders, as well. I have my reasons. Now, do we have a deal?
We have a deal. You tell me why, though. Why you're really risking this. Why you're really going forward. What's Cassandra worth to you?
Cassandra doesn't really mean anything. She's mainly as my property, though. I like my property. It's mine. That's all you need to know.
Now, is that a lie, or is that truth, or is that?
I mean, it's the truth. I mean, it's his property, and he wants to get her back, and he would done so anyway.
But that's the reason why you're doing all of this. Is just simply to retrieve your property.
No, I would say that he's withholding some things. Then
Okay, we'll make a roll. It just simply acknowledges that yes, you're saying yes because you're trying to rescue her, but he sees something else going on, and just simply says, "Yeah, I'll accept, but let's see what happens if you survive."
All right, it's a deal. As said, I have other motives as well, but we'll see when the time comes. I might just not send you into torpor as well if I find you useful enough. And he extends his hand.
Kid, you can hide yourself as long as you want. I see you. I know what you are. Good luck.
You know what? That's the funniest thing. People have been spewing so much bullshit around me, especially you elders, as he's shaking the hand. Saying I'm hiding, I'm gonna be nothing, yada yada yada. And I'm not fucking hiding. It's just what you fucking believe, and let's go. So what are we doing, and how do I get in?
He just acknowledges and goes, "Good. Don't hide. Fucking fight. Hit back. Do what you have to do. God damn it. Don't listen to me." There's a helicopter up on the top floor. Go to it. It'll drop you off at the med lab. Once there, rescue the kindred, rescue the individuals captured there, and eliminate that blonde freak. You know her. She's hanging around one of the martyrs, one of the hunter types. You kill her, we're square. We're level on our deal.
All right. I'm gonna just get my stuff together.
Take your time, but my agents are just infiltrating the place. They'll cause a distraction for only a brief moment of time. Beyond that, it's all on your own. We're going to charge in and lead a frontal assault and cause a great distraction for all of you. This is it. This is the final hit we have against the island. If you fail, we're all fucked. I hope you understand that.
I never fail. And he goes off to, check his thing, and I'll be right back.
He just nods, accepts. His actions between Maria or Nora or whatever is ones of just friendly smiles, flirtatious notions, a calm, collective sense of he's done this all before and is accepting.
All of this really doesn't bother me. Just standing there watching these two big dogs doing circles again, thinking, yeah, okay, we all have the time in the world. However, the sun doesn't give that much of a shit. So can we get a move on?
Now he will go towards you closer, and this is weird. Look, you be careful out there, Nora. You gotta be sensible. You gotta be cautious. These modders, these hunters, they're not just normal humans. They have abilities and powers that even my boys are not been capable of handling.
Maria will actually just pull back the sleeve of a hoodie and just show the gash that's still there, that's still healing up, and goes, I'm aware.
Good. Let those old wounds be reminders of your mistakes. Don't repeat them. That leads to a path of insanity that you don't want to go on.
She'll actually just smile and go, anyone would think you'd be worried about me.
Oh, God damn it. Okay, well, no, you've already rolled, so it doesn't matter. He gives you a wink. He gives you a smile, a wink, and then proceeds. And he gestures up to a ladder, which proceeds to a roof above the alleyway. And upon this alleyway, there's a helicopter waiting to receive both of you, or to accept both of you, to fly over to the med lab. But he just gives you a warm smile, a welcome, and a gesture, and then proceeds into a car, an armored vehicle car, that then proceeds onwards to the front of the facility, or the entrance of the facility of the med lab.
I'll head over to the lab. Go, sorry.
Yeah, so currently you're both on a helicopter or proceeding towards the helicopter.
Look at James and go, well, as they say, hurry to meet death before your place is taken. She'll swing herself up into the helicopter.
He'll
obvious that she's nervous.
He'll do the same, and he'll look at you and say, "You know he's an Invictus, right?"
Right now, it doesn't much matter.
I used to wonder what the fuck he's doing.
James, we are all more than we appear, and we are all less than we know. Let's, for now, just worry about what is ahead of us, and not to the side.
You know what the best thing about this whole thing is?
You're about to tell me.
Oh yes, I am. When I do something like this, everything else shuts out. It's just me and the hunt. It's so freaking fine.
So what do you need from me?
I'm not too good with computers, and a place like this might have a lot of them. Key cards or whatever they're called, keys.
I'm not the best myself. Thankfully, we have a snitch in there to keep our doors open for us.
Right.
I'll be behind you.
Other than that, anything of value you can look around at, just peek around, take pictures.
I'll do what I can, but you know what technology is like with us. I'll try to keep it all in my skull cap.
All right.
Got to start that new library somehow. She'll give you a wink, and I don't think she hasn't told you about the library, so it's like, what? But it makes sense to her.
He looks at you, shrugs, and begins to load up his magazines, and gives the fire extinguisher he has in his military vest a good try. Yeah, it works. Great thing we bought this at this Swedish shop.
I really like that Swedish shop. We should go there again. Excuse me now. And she'll sit back in her seat, strap herself down, and then almost look like she's meditating, just sort of making contact with her beast and getting her insides ready for what's about to happen. Pretty much doing what you're doing when you're loading the gun.
And yeah, with that, we zoom off with the helicopter. Dave, please take it away as we crash and burn.
You go. Yes, you go in the air, and as you proceed, you reach this. It's sort of central London, but it's this sort of old building, this very, very old building. It's kind of big enough, and yes, it's like a warehouse. And you see these spotlights, you see these sort of searchlights that seem to scan the air. You can see the environment below you, security sort of check off points, and your kindred senses detect many mortals, many individuals surrounding this area. All of them heavily armored, heavily secured. And you seem to be landing on the rooftop, and you see you sense other kindred in this facility, other creatures of the supernatural, of the blood per se, in this facility. But you land on this helicopter kind of pad where the pilot, the individual that's sort of guiding you or greeting you there, simply just gives you a nod and just sort of a salute and simply says good luck as it kind of launches off the pad and leaves you two there. And you only can proceed forward towards what you can assume is the entrance, towards the inside the facility with these bright lights. But there seems to be these four heavily armed individuals standing there, guarding the entranceway into the facility. And this is the scene before you as you proceed forward. But you feel strange. There's something so odd about this facility. Your beast is so unnerved and so righteous and excitable. But proceed onwards. How do you act?
So there's two mooks guarding the door?
Four armed guards.
James has his nice coat on. His lab coat he bought, at some costume shop in Soho, with like a fake doctor's badge on it. And I'm just gonna walk forward with all my majesty and just go, well, hello boys, we just flew in. We need to get through.
Okay, so that is your presence plus majesty plus persuasion. And we'll minus 2 dice because it's the first level security, first level entry. And for each success will be extra bonuses. But so presence plus majesty and plus persuasion, minusing 2. 1 success. Yes, you approach them, you approach the guards, and of course you're not dressed appropriately, you're not dressed quite fittingly, but you come across, yeah, correct. They look at you, they all look at you, and they all smile, these guards, these security staff, and they simply go, hey, can I help you? Are you the new engineer, new chief of staff? What are you doing on the helipad?
Oh yeah, we just flew in from Cambridge. We're here to do some work on the level 1 clearance.
Oh really? Level 1 clearance? Well, I don't think we're allowed to let you through, but you just keep going, mate.
Yeah. We just need to go to the reception. We're gonna get our badges and everything like that.
Yeah. Look, have you got a phone number? Give me your phone number, and I'll let you through.
Yeah. Here, and he gives like a phone number to one of his burner phones.
Yeah, this is you know what? It's this really butch guard. It's this very heavy handled individual. Very wow. This is an individual you do not want to have a fight with, but he looks at you in a very romantic way.
Yeah,
He's just
yeah.
going, yeah, give me the phone number and da da da, like you through. And he jokes and laughs and goes, "Look, come over to mine for a few." He talks to you about, oh, have you seen that recent series on Netflix?
Oh
You
yeah,
gotta come over one
Requiem.
day.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Oh,
you gotta
yeah.
come over to watch it. Anyway, he repeats this, and of course you accept. You've seen this before, and yes, you pass through the higher level of the warehouse, and you proceed down steps. These sort of this path, and as you proceed forward down, you are now in this kind of large warehouse, and you are kind of on this upper level looking down. And as you look down, you see what appears to be like these sort of 10 to 12 kind of cubes, and they seem to be these kind of houses or structures, biodomes almost, where scientists are going back and forth and examining or storing information, experiments in areas. Some of the cubes are clear or see-through. Other cubes are not. They're sort of sealed or silent. And you are above all of this. And I will give a roll, and I think Blue, you're the most appropriate person to roll for this. So if you can give me a craft and wits roll, and we'll see how many successes you get.
Any bonuses with acute senses?
No. Yes, I'll give you +1 bonus because of acute senses. Yes.
Wits and craft.
You may, if it's 5, you may trade that.
It
as
is
an
5.
auto. You may trade
let's-
that as an auto if you wish.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I'll faff around.
You not only do you see this with these bizarre kind of, and it's basically like a first triage to a disease center. This is how the government will react to where there's the sort of an outbreak or a quarantine needed, and this is where this is how they would react. This is how they program. But what you notice, what you see, you look into the kind of above the roofing, the area above the warehouse, and attached to the cube sort of facilities themselves, you see barrels, you see gas canisters, you see napalm, you see the final protocol. Yes, if things go wrong, this will be activated, this will be sentenced, and this is one firebomb ready to explode. Basically, standard NATO or standard political government outbreaks procedure. If one of these cubes break or fail, it will be set ablaze, set alight.
Does James notice this? James, do you notice this?
Unfortunately,
You're an
no. Only you
investigator.
noticed this. It's only you that seems to see this.
Okay. If we're still walking in, am I able to
Yes,
covertly
you're
tap him
walking
on
in.
the shoulder and just sort of go, look up?
Yes, it takes a few moments, but yes, you enlighten him or make him aware of such.
I enlighten him. I like your choice of words.
Yes, you may burn to death if you fucking.
No. It's pretty much like,
wrong.
just nudge, James, look up. High place is rigged.
All right.
And then just fall back in line.
And he'll just, he'll stroll through. If someone looks at him, he'll wave.
Now, as you continue, basically you may proceed to the lower level. You may go to the lower level. Now you have the options, and from the signals, from the signs in front of you, you basically see a path before you, and it reveals a 1 to 10 system. Now, to your right-hand side, it shows you the cubes, the areas of study. And to your right-hand side, it gives you the 5th cube, which is security, proceeding for higher levels into the higher cubes. 4th cube is the storage and processing of corpses and other elements. 3rd cube is the Bloodstalker program. And the 2nd cube is blood processing. The 1st cube is lockup and animal control. Now, that's to your right-hand side. To your left-hand side, it announces blood extraction and decimation. 7th cube, occult research center. 8th cube, chemical storage and control. 9th cube, Dr. Godwin and personnel R&D. And there is a kind of a 10th cube logo, but it's kind of translated or not recognizable in the language or coding, as it were. So this is the information given to you as you approach this area.
He turns to Maria and says, "So where do you want to go?" We have about, I would say, 10 minutes before this place starts going apeshit.
To be fair, anything occult usually piques my interest, but I think the unlabeled one is the prize in the Kinder Egg.
Oh, we never had Kinder Eggs illegal in the United States, but I think to cause a distraction, we need to get the other kindred out first.
She'll just sort of give under the breath, so it's like the sigh of a sigh, and go, you know, we could just shoot one of those pods and blow the entire thing up and get out of here.
We could do that, but that would undermine our plan to rule this place, wouldn't it?
All right, let's get our people out.
Let's get our people out.
Let's get our people out. Lead on.
Okay, so you proceed to the sort of right, I believe it's the right end of the area. As you do, you sense other kindred, other blood creatures here, but it's very confusing because your senses are very confused, mixed via the occult to the chemical, the scientific, and the belief of this environment. It leaves your senses very mixed, but you proceed. And as you proceed, you go past the sort of storage and proceeding corpse area where you see these two individuals in these kind of blue or green kind of lab coat and uniforms approach out. They seem to be laughing, joking. And as you proceed further forward, you pass the Bloodstalker program, which is a tent where you see individuals seem to be queuing up, waiting, as it were, to be injected or to be infused with something. It requires further investigation if you wish. And then the second tank, which is the blood processing facility, where you see many scientists that are basically storing Vitae. You can smell it, you know it's Vitae. You can sense it. Now, I'll give you a big hint because Blue or Maria, you recognize this process instantly. This is your process. This is what you used to do. They are stolen. They have used the tubes. They have used the mirror image kind of way to store kindred vitae in sunlight. This is your process. And they have stolen it. And what is more annoying, they've improved upon it. And then we'll go to the final lockup.
I guess I'll just have to steal it back now that it's improved.
It's improved. They've improved upon it. They've made it better. They're more efficient, more modern. Please respond or acknowledge.
So, anything catching your eye?
A few things.
All right.
They've obviously gone through all those files before they burnt them all. Either that, or somebody's been selling out our secrets.
So obviously we need to go into the occult research as well and burn that shit up.
I think we should just burn the entire facility.
We can do that when, we let our people out.
Don't have time to stall. Where do you think they're keeping our people? Let's go organize that. But even then, James, are we just going to simply walk out with a horde of hungry vampires?
No, we're gonna send them into the Vitae storage.
I totally did not hear you there, Eric. Sorry.
No, we're gonna send them into the Vitae storage. First of all.
Well, definitely. Otherwise, you're going to have a whole heap of hungry kindred feeding on these motherfuckers that are immune now. That will completely wreck our plans, won't it?
Yeah.
All right. On we go.
First of all, one, then the Vitae storage. Then we try to get into the number 10 and kill the fucker who's making all these things, and then we get the fuck out of here.
Really need these people not to be here. Is there a ventilation system, David? Can we spike the air?
There is a mechanical machine or device to regulate air or airflow, and it does regulate the airflow into the second cube and the first cube.
Can we disrupt and or poison it? Old Resident Evil 1 style, so that all the human people go boom.
You may.
Let's do that.
In how?
Actually, unless there might be a hole in my plan, I'll sort of look around all MacGyvery and then sort of look at James and go, I could try to disrupt the airflow, or too early for a move. What do you think?
Do you need a distraction?
Well, no, I think this will be a distraction.
All right.
Is it too early to move?
No, go ahead. I don't care.
You need to start caring about something one of these nights. All right, let's do it. David, what do you need me to roll?
It depends on what you're going to do. Are you going to deprive oxygen into area 1 and 2? Is what you're
that would probably be the easiest way of doing it. However, it's also a very long-winded, pardon the pun, way of doing it.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to take some time to do that, and successes do improve the odds, but of course minuses and negatives.
Is there a way that I could, I don't know, induce freaking carbon monoxide or something that would just put people to sleep into the actual ventilation system? Like pump all the oxygen out of it?
It's pure, you're meddling into the actual equipment and the systems before you. And it's quite difficult because people are looking at you as you do this. So it will be an intelligence science roll minusing at least 3. So that's the roll presented before you. Each success will give you a bonus. Minuses will cause penalties later. Of course, I've added penalties on top of previous rolls.
For 2 cubes to go offline, I think it's worth the risk.
Yeah, do it.
This will negate future rolls because you will be infiltrating this room.
All right, so intelligence, science.
Intelligence, science, neg 2.
The intelligence and science is already 6, neg 2, giving me 4. If I throw a willpower into it, can I just auto it?
I'm going to make you roll because it's more exciting. It's more exciting.
Let's burn that willpower. It's fucking worth it for this one.
Yeah.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, it's a willpower point. But yes, let's roll. Let's see how it goes.
So that would be 4, 5, 6, 7, then. And then we roll that one again.
1, 2, maybe possibly 3.
Repeat 1d10. Here's a 7. Nope. Blue.
All right. So 2 successes I'm getting from that. So you find the atmos or the filtration or the air pump to the cube, 2 and 1, and you alter the mixture. You sort of push a dial, you press some buttons, and you've made it so that yes, mortals or humans that would go in there would kind of get a bit dizzy or a bit lightheaded and become carbon or carbon dioxide sort of poison to a point where they will pass out or become dizzy. But of course, to Kindred, this matters nothing. This means nothing. And you can, yes, freely enter these 2 cubes freely without restriction or company.
Just simply say to James, it's done. Where are we going next? Might take a few minutes to take effect, though.
Let's.
So the 2 cubes affected are the lockup and animal control, and the second cube, which is the blood processing facility.
What other cubes were there? Can you like type them down so we know?
Okay. I shall hold on. I'll copy and paste it all.
Okay.
Yeah, basically it's all there, information plus bonuses actually. So 1 lockup and a blood cookie. Processing. Oh, actually, there's some clues there. They should be there, but don't worry. Actually ignore that because that's already been answered in the previous scene. So
yeah,
it's all been done. So there we go.
I mean, let's. Should we just go to? Should we just go through security and get into the higher levels?
That's the 5. That's level 5 one. Security and processing 5 level.
Because I guess you need to go through there to get to level 6, 7, 8.
If you wish to get to higher levels, but I think you can accomplish this. We have other characters that will proceed to the level 10 area. So I think for our ST and roleplay purposes, you can continue on with this story of rescuing the Kindred.
Okay. No, I mean, good. I mean, let's go to the Occult Research Center.
In response to your first question, James, I'm just going to say maybe we could relieve someone of their laminate pass so that we can get through security to begin with.
Oh, yeah. I'm good. Let's go to the Occult Research Center.
Right. Okay. That's let's say that's the end of this session or the end example, because we have previously seen where someone has already gone to that. So you're at the moment you've accessed the level 1, level 2 area, and
wait. So someone has already been in there.
At the moment, I'm trying to mix the scenes up because we had a previous scene and it's all mixed up. So basically, at the moment, you have liberated or opened level 1 or cube 1 or cube 2 to the area. You may go to the occult area a bit later, but I think we have to approach cube 1 and cube 2, which is the lockup of the Kindred.
Let's do it like this. That we said we were gonna do the lockup, so let's do the lockup.
Okay. So, yes, Blue, you've reversed the kind of flow of air, and the security guards, the people or personnel inside the lockup area, have now passed out. They're asleep. They've become comatose. And the actual area to open the lockup is free for both you and your fellow kindred to go in or enter.
So when we enter, these security guards are going to be knocked out.
They're knocked out. They were in there. They were on their own respiratory systems, but of course, the computer programming has told it to off. They thought, "Oh, this is suspicious," and you can see them. They're about to try to escape or try to get out, but of course, the air or oxygen limit has been neutralized, and now they are unconscious. Not dead, but unconscious.
James looks them over real quick. Do they have any weapons on them?
Of
Are they
course,
wearing
yes,
armor?
yes, they're wearing full flak or
I would like to
heavy
get into full
mail,
flight here.
gear, machine guns, heavy military M60 machine guns, everything possible, basically. And some of them are actually armed with crossbows and wooden stakes or wooden implements, as it were.
Should I just kill them?
They're unconscious. They're
Yeah,
just laying there.
he's
You may kill them if you wish, but
He's asking Maria.
Oh, okay. Maria's currently stripping one guy and getting into his flight gear. If it's got a helmet and a laminate vest, that would be even better.
you may do this, but it takes some time to
That's fine. We have time.
get involved. But yes, you get basically you get full flak armor, which is
Because it just looks
Korean
boss.
armor,
And
I believe.
yeah, and I need that. I don't want to die right now. But yeah, as Maria's getting into this flat gear, she's pretty much just says, like, she'll acknowledge James and be like, I think we have to, as a sense of morality.
You can't feed on these things, right?
I wouldn't put money on it.
Okay, otherwise,
Because I would bet the first people that they immunize with their kindred killing serum would be their security and their guards.
otherwise I would throw them to the hungry kindred. But okay, I guess. And he just snaps one's neck, and goes to the other, snaps the other one's necks. And if this guy has a handgun on him, I'm gonna grab an extra handgun.
Yeah, grab whatever ammunition, and if you kill them, but you don't feel anything, it's the equivalent of feeling bad about killing sheep, rabbits. It's just one more death, one more emotion, one more.
In my mind, it's better than burning to death, which is what we're going to do to the place.
All right, Blue. Unfortunately, you see this, and you see this in a very dark way that someone can do that, and it's just
I don't like it, but we've talked about this. There's a humanity test coming in.
But as you go forward, as you do all this, and as you proceed, yes, you snap his neck, and of course you get into this cage, and you are surrounded in a room filled with kindred. Now, they're not just kindred, they're revenants, they're bestial, they're frenzied, they're monsters, some of them quite sensible, some quite chaotic. And they are desperate to get out. They're literally crying out to you. They're screaming out to you, like, please, let me out. Release me. Yes, yes, brother, sister. Let me out. Let me go. Let me free. But out of all this chaos, for all the senses of the beast, for all the connections, you only feel one individual who seems to be in control of all of them, seems to be the boss of all of them, the dominant kindred in the room, in the cell.
James just walks up. So if I let you all out of here, are you going to behave, or are you gonna frenzy on me?
Literally, the kindred looks at you. I'm gonna fucking eat you. I'm gonna devour you. I'm gonna kill you. The other one goes, I won't eat you. I won't eat you. I won't eat you. Just a taste. And another kindred just goes, fucking hell, mate. I just want some food. Give me some fucking food. I just want some food. But out of all of this chaos, all this mayhem, one individual looks to you And as soon as he speaks, the rest of them are quiet, and the rest of them seem to go silent, dormant. And he looks to you and he sort of whispers, going, I can help you. I can free them all. We can all escape. Just help me, please.
What do you need?
Open the door. Unlock the door. Just open the door.
Okay, insight check or with empathy, I think, yeah.
So you may roll to understand this individual. So wits, empathy, minusing 4.
The sure. Wits, I mean, yeah, that's cool. Success.
Right. You definitely gauge from this individual. There's something very strange, something very odd, very suspicious. The way it's whispering to you, the way it's speaking to you, please, just let me out. I control the others. I can get them out. I can whisper to them, please, just let me out.
Well, how does this thing look?
As you look to this individual at the end of the cage, at the end of this cube, it's in this room sealed, and there's this bizarre, it's like artwork or paint scattered on the walls, and broken furniture and broken fabrics that just seem to be scattered all over the place. But
So we found Hannibal Lecter.
He's just whispering to you, going, please, let me go. I can control the others. I can hide them. I can make them all escape. And the Carthians, they will welcome you. They will appreciate you. They will give you such warmth upon my escape, upon my arrival.
Who are you? Dave?
Oh, sorry, did you say who I'm? I'm, a humble Carthian. A part of the carnival party. One of their young members. Jonathan was my name once, long ago. Please just let us free. Let us go. They will remember you. They will acknowledge you. Once the Carthians have learnt of our escape, your name will be rejoiced. Your name will be remembered. Acknowledged.
Do you know the term life boon?
Life boon?
If I'm gonna save your life, you owe me a life.
Of course, I owe you everything. I owe you anything. A life boon. I've never heard that before. But yes, let me out. Of course, I will owe you.
Still, does this person seem trustworthy?
Maria's just shaking her head at you.
Please, I just let me go, and I will save the others. I have the ability. I can hide them. I can secure them and make sure that they escape safely. And you, the kindred, what is your name? I will make sure you're renowned. I'll make sure you are welcomed amongst the Carthians.
Maria, what should we do?
I'm not a fan of whispering sweetness. I think a life boon definitely is in order from everyone in this room.
Yeah. We'll get to that later.
However, I like to write my contracts in blood.
We'll get to that later.
Is he like behind plexiglass, or is there a way of actually getting there, getting in there?
For Hannibal Lecter style glass with these holes in the glass walls, as this individual, he's just simply got this sort of humble bed, stone sort of wall behind him, and he's just looking at you. And of course, he's wearing this bunny mask, this suit, and this long sort of drawn out tie, and just simply saying, like, "Look, I remember the Carthians. We all remember the Carthians. Please just let us go, let us free, and you'll be rewarded."
Is this person actually wearing like a bunny mask?
Yes, it's full on bunny mask in front of his head.
He'll just say to Maria, "Someone said the bunny knows everything, knows the rest. We need to."
Maria's still bristling. You know, you can tell that she doesn't like what's going on, but she'll actually just unfurrow her brow, just take on a neutral expression and say, I didn't trust you once and look where it led us. I'm going to trust you on this one.
All right.
And she'll just gesture, you do what you like.
Let's let this motherfucker out. He'll look at the door like, is there a keypad or something like that?
I'm going to make a roll here to represent how much more time it takes, and more time, of course, causes more penalties. Yes, there is a key code device to open this door, but of course, once this door is open, the rest of the doors will open. So you can proceed in two different ways: aggressive or non-aggressive. So brute force or subtlety. So I'm looking for either a intelligence and science minusing 3, or a strength plus ball minusing 3. Up to you both how you wish to proceed.
Interesting.
We're looking for a science one, I think. So intelligence plus science minusing 3, because it's quite heavy.
Interesting. Can I activate my snitch?
Oh yes, you may. Yes, you may. Yes.
Just to save time.
Will that open everything here?
I believe so.
If it's a snitch, this is be your opportunity for snitch, and that is an automatic success for this moment in time.
My hand hovers over the go button on my phone, and I look at James. Shall we?
Yeah, you get the code, you get the information, you get the passcode to the cells, to the high level cell, and yes, you have the access code to open.
All right, give it to James.
I'll open the door.
And as you open that door, the instant moment of where a beast wants to emerge but kind of holds itself back or tries to limit itself, and it's just simply it just speaks to you and it says to you, go, leave, find the rest of these enlightened creatures and kill them for me. I will make sure the rest of our brothers and sisters are safe. I will let them out and rescue them, and I thank you.
What level which cubicle, which level, which thing are the thing in? The thing that produces that.
Our blood. They're taking our very essence and mixing them with the mortals and making them immune to us, making them not playful, not joyful. Oh, so horrid, so ucky. Go. The 5th floor, the 5th cube, the 6th cube. They were using our blood to make us immune to them. Ugh. That spoils the game. That makes it no fun. Rude. Very rude they are. I apologize. I will lead the rest of us out, and we'll be all safe.
Okay. So, Maria, we go to number 6 then. Hurry.
She's having way too much fun in this flak armor, and actually just put the visor down and then nod.
So yeah, making our way over to cube number 6. Cube number 6.
Okay, as you proceed and as you leave the cube, you see, yes, Kindred start to exit. They start to get out of the cube, start to actually kill mortals. You see 1, 2 Kindred escape the cages and start to jump on mortals, but there's more chaos, as if all of a sudden you hear more gunshots or more the sounds of outside influence or outside activity. And as you proceed to the sort of higher or more secure area towards the upper levels of the queue, more movement. People are rushing past you, going back and forth, and you feel Kindred who are kind of trying to pretend, trying to hide, and they know. But you'll both sense one individual who will appear before you almost. And he seems to be walking away from a situation, seems to be heading from a situation, and he seems to just walk towards you like a ghost, like an empty vessel, like as if you weren't there in the first place. But he seems to recognize you, seems to understand you, and as he looks towards you, you see this individual with this heavy skull face, this tattoo, this imagery.
Kindred or not?
Not Kindred.
I shoot him in the head.
Not Kindred, but not mortal, not anything. You just don't. It's strange. You don't recognize him. It's like a ghost or nothing. It's bizarre.
I said I pull my gun real quick and shoot him.
Fair enough. Yes, you pull your gun, and immediately as he's approaching you in this kind of fine suit, this fine wear, and he's holding this very heavy kind of brown briefcase, and you pull your gun straight to his forehead, straight to his face, and you pull the trigger, and you shoot, and the bullet just passes through him. And not only does it go straight through him, he just smiles at you and goes, interesting. And just gives you a nod as an element of respect, as a passing moment of acknowledgement. But then he will look towards Blue or Maria's character and goes, the dragon is always respected amongst the Chorion group. I will see you soon, if you survive.
I don't know what to make of this, so I'm just hiding behind James.
Yeah, it's a so weird moment where this individual.
I'm just gonna take the small metal cross I got from Jessica and just poke him with it.
That's a religious item. Yes, you poke him with that item, and it's a religious item. Instantly, he will fade away, or he'll get back towards from what you have presented before him, this religious artifact, and he will just simply hiss at you or be more affected by the gunshot or by the bullet that you've tried to shoot at him, and he hisses and he sort of moans at you, but then fades. He seems to disappear like a ghost, like a entity, like nothing, as if he was never there. And as he disappears, you are now in this room where suddenly, yes, you feel the presence of Kindred, you feel the presence of monsters, you feel the presence of violence, blood. The room is getting more violent, more powerful. And suddenly you sense or feel Kindred bashing against the building, bashing against the foundations of this facility itself. And blood is being spilt. You can smell it, you can sense it. But you are in the midst of all this chaos, and you're in the middle, in between the cubes of the fifth level and first level, and the fifth to 10th level cube. So, what do you do? How do you perform? What is your character's actions?
First of all, where do I sense Cassandra at?
Oh, you sense Cassandra. Now it's very confusing because there's so many kindred presence, so many sort of powerful entities around you. It's all confusing, but via your blood sympathy, I've got to make it roll. So this will be your composure plus your blood sympathy, which is 3. So your composure plus 3, and we'll see how many successes you get. And as this is all going on with this individual trying to seek out his child, wow, 3 successes. All right, that will have big important matter in a moment. Blue, because of your successful roll earlier, this has a moment now. Basically, you both are upon this kind of second floor sort of. You've released these kindred, and these kindred are starting to now devour. They suddenly, the cube one bursts open with these kindred revenants, creatures of the blood, and they start to devour other mortals and such. You escape. You kind of move forward. You kind of move into the higher level or lower level. Doesn't matter. And Eric, you sense that yes, he's in the blood room.
Where we going?
Blood, which is exactly where you are heading, where you are going, and you can sense she is there. Oh, she is very present there. She's been captured and been moved there. And for simple sakes, yes, Blue, you are following Eric, and you have gone to this area, and you pass the system. Basically, the Carthians have attacked now. The Carthians are now invading the warehouse. You hear gunfire, you hear shotguns, you hear machine guns. The security are running around a mile.
Dave, you're really breaking up.
I'm not hearing a thing. Sorry.
They are all panicking. They are estimating around you now. At the moment, you are just outside the blood extraction facility. So both perceive or do right now.
Dave, you're really breaking up. I couldn't hear anything of
Oh,
that.
sorry, I apologize. Basically, you are both outside the Cube 6 blood extraction facility.
All right.
And this is where Cassandra is at the moment, or you feel Cassandra is at the moment.
Okay. I'm just gonna turn my head towards Maria and say, "She's in here. Get ready."
She'll nod at you.
And I'll open the door.
Now, as you open the door, you reveal this kind of plastic curtain, and you open a room filled with mortals and kindred, and their blood is being pumped out of them and into others, both kindred and mortal alike. The blood is being mixed, being combined almost. And as it's being combined, you can sense where kindred are becoming mortal and kindred. It's heresy. It's a blast of the blood. But this is all scientific mixed, and of course you can sense Cassandra in the background, in the foreground, and crying out for help as a weak puppy, as a weak mongrel, as a child speaking out. Father, their parent, in this situation?
I don't give a shit about that, and I'll let Eric have his reaction in a second. But the visor of the flak suit just goes up as I look around, studying all of this, going, "What madness is this?"
I'll make you a roll for you, Blue, in a moment. But I think, Eric, we're going to do a roll for you right now. So, what do you do? How do you feel? How do you react?
Are there like normal people walking around in here?
No, it's you've gone. It's total chaos at the moment. The security guards are all frantically trying to respond to the events outside, and they assume that you are personnel or assume that you are people that have acknowledged in this area. So you have walked into this room where you see basically loads of mortals and kindred that are kind of sat in these kind of cubicles or areas where their blood is being drawn out and mixed together. And it is something very strange, something very odd is occurring here, but you can't quite understand. Your beast doesn't quite recognize or acknowledge. It's heresy. It's not right, basically. But you sense Cassandra is at the end of this room, at the very bottom of this room.
He'll nod to Maria and simply say, "Follow me. She's in here. I need you to unhook her for me."
Simply following.
And I'll go towards Cassandra.
Okay. Just to give you the heads up for you, Blue or Maria, this is a harvest facility. This is they are harvesting both mortal and kindred blood and mixing it, and it's the equivalent of like a vaccination. They are creating kind of like an antibody. They're mixing the blood substances to create a vaccine almost to kindred essence itself. Now, this thought alone in your head is enough to give you courage or one to burn everything down for the sake of your species, for the sake of everything.
After I steal the research, because let's face it, this is pretty cool.
Oh, it's super cool, but it's cool to the point of where it will extinguish kindred kind. So
yes. So if anyone has this research, it should be me for safekeeping, obviously.
We'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at
but
that.
as you proceed, Eric, towards the end of the room, you are now in this sort of big white room, and you see before you your child. You can feel her here, but it's confusing. The blood is mixed. It's via the hunters, via the other kindred in the area, plus the violence, plus the bloodshed. It's all quite confusing. But you can see your child. You can see her. She's standing there, and she looks to you, going, "Oh, fuck. It's so good that you came to find me. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to come here. I didn't mean to be here, but."
She hooked up to anything?
I think Dave is passing out.
I think so.
Rest in peace, Dave.
Hi, Dave. We're just gonna save the city without you.
And I rolled to save the city.
Yeah, I rolled to go to IKEA.
He is back.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we've saved the city and we've gone to IKEA.
Oh, fair enough. Then we can end scene. Sorry, I apologize. Basically, yes, you both entered a room, and you have this Cassandra, this individual, speaking to you, Derek. Oh, Eric, sorry, and saying, "Yes, I apologize. I didn't mean to do this." Such and such. You have another individual that you feel a blood sympathy or connection to the other side of the room, but she has a cloth or something covering their face. What do you do?
I basically say to Maria, unhook her.
I shall unhook her, and I'm imagining there's blood going in and blood going out of her. I'll unhook the ins first because I don't want whatever's going into her to outstrip her quota of vitae. So out with the insies and then out with the outsies.
As you unhook and as you kind of disconnect and whatnot, you just see another Cassandra looking the other way, going to you. Don't trust her. She's lying to you. She's false. She's trying to kill you. Master, please, it's me. It's Cassandra.
They've replicated her blood sympathy. Ah, cunts. Because
I say one thing and only one thing. What is my sire's middle name?
One Cassandra looks to you and goes, "I can't fucking remember that, you bastard. What the fuck do you think I am? Oh, for God's sakes." And then the other looks to you and goes, I think I remember. Yes, it was Femiel. Is the name of your father, your mother. It was quite holy to you. I remember this. Yes.
My sire's middle name.
Neither one can remember it. Neither one can answer it.
I like them both. I hate them both equally. You know what? This is where we get the trusty. Oh, that's a good one. No, they wouldn't know that. That's when we get the trusty coin out. You there, Mr. Twisted Face, might remember your heads and your tails. Right? Good? Good. Heads. Unhook her. And that's the one you're already on.
So which one are you unhooking?
The first one.
Yep.
The right hand one, the one on the right side. Okay, so
Wait.
You sort of look and you feel, yes, the left hand one is like she's moaning, she's complaining. How the fuck do I know what your size middle name is? Why should I give a shit? The other one kind of goes, oh, I do remember. It's so vague. I forget and I apologize and etc. etc. But you decide to just simply bound or disable the right hand one and accept the left hand one. And she just sort of looks at you and goes, oh, God, she's a fake. She's pretending to be me. They're trying to make a fake kindred. Jesus Christ, these enlightened, they're mad. They're crazy.
Maria Dominator asks her if she's really real.
You want me to flex that muscle? That's a very shy muscle for me.
Do
it.
This is a hell of a muscle. I'm going to have to roll some dice for this.
God.
So
this
is your intelligence plus dominate plus what's the other one? It's presence, I think.
I think it is presence.
Intelligence, dominate plus presence, and this involves the wits and plus blood potency of the individual. So
I'm going to the lobby. I'm rolling some dice.
I think, Dave, I think it's, I'm looking at Mesmerize right now. Intelligence expression plus dominate versus resolve plus blood potency.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I've done well. Let me roll
What's this
2d10
then?
again. And let me roll another
Hold
d10.
on. I've got to roll 3 plus 4 is 8.
That's 1, 2,
Come on.
3.
Hashtag.
How can she have 8 dice?
Oh, which dice are you looking at? Because I just rolled 9
so
for my
dominate-
dominate.
Basically, she's rolling her dominate ability, which is her intelligence plus dominate discipline plus I think it's persuasion.
I'm asking whatever Ulrich 1299 is rolling.
If it depends what Ulrich is rolling, but basically,
Because my guess is never mind.
but if you're rolling dominate, if you want her to dominate someone, there's a lot of dice involved with dominate. I'm just trying to work out the resistance, which is
Resistance is resolve plus blood potency.
yes, that's literally what I'm trying to roll right now. So hashtag repeat 1. It's so 3. What's it? 8. 10.
Dave, I'm up.
So Blue, was that your top row up there at the moment? So I'm assuming that's
The
1, 2, 3.
3591 is me, so I've pretty much got 3 10s.
Wow,
And that
yeah,
was
that's yeah. So she is just speaking to her, and she's going, and just talking like, I apologize, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to come here. I was trying to help, and Eric PC just simply says dominate her, control her. And yes, you do. What do you ask of her? What do you say to her, actually?
Well, for starters, I'm going to look at James and go, really? You're going to ask me to do this, really? And then just sort of shake her head and go, if you want my opinion, it's the one that swears more. And then just grab her head, look deep into her eyes and go, what is your real name?
And she's trying to hold herself back, but then goes, dancer. Tap dancer, tap dancing, Joe, tap dancing. Oh, fuck it.
Ask her to sit down in the chair and be handcuffed back again.
What was that? Sorry, Eric?
Ask her to sit down in the chair and be handcuffed again.
Yeah, if I've already got mesmerized on her, that's just dominate 2. So just go do what he says. Actually, that's taking dominate command on dominate 2 would simply be do whatever James says. Then I wash my hands of this nonsense.
As
I'm going
you
to go find
say
out what the
this-
hell is under curtain number 2 while this is going on.
Right, while this is going on, basically, as you look to this, your child, your daughter, and as you say, do whatever James says to you, suddenly this face emerges, this form emerges in front of you, James. And he simply goes, fuck's sakes, you had to get involved with goddamn Ventru. Ugh, I nearly had you. God damn it, I nearly had you.
Sit down, Knox.
All right, you got me. I mean, I'm not used to this. I got imprisoned by the goddamn fucking morals. I got imprisoned by the goddamn Enlightened just to get to you. I hope you appreciate that. You're a tough catch to get off guard. I didn't know your goddamn sister, your lover, whatever she is, are we involved?
I'm gonna free now because Cassandra.
So I didn't quite get that.
I'm gonna free the other Cassandra. The real Cassandra, I guess.
Oh, Cassandra's fine. She's, she's a bit warped, a bit confused. I did some little mind games on her, but she's fine. Look, this is the contract. You know I'm out for you. You got me. I'll give you a few more weeks. Okay, just let me go. We'll call this quits.
If I let you go, you owe me a life boon.
A mortal life boon, not kindred. If it wasn't for your horrid little corrupt sister, I would have had you. I'd have staked you and I would have owned you.
Weren't you going to wait, by the way, until I got a hold of you? You
The
going back on your word
definition,
now?
1 month, 1 week, it varies between kindred. You know that.
Anyway, you have a good seat there. In a while, this place is gonna explode into napalm anyway, and I'll be.
Wait! You gotta let me loose. Unhook me. Don't just fucking leave me here, okay?
It's a fucking kindred life boon. Either you take it or you die in the flames, Knox.
Hey, come on. You know, we're friends.
No, we're not anymore. That was fucking personal.
You don't fucking leave me here right now. I remember this shit. I will fucking pay you back.
Are you on my side or not, Knox?
I'm always on the side of the highest bidder. You know that. Don't give me credit.
I'm giving you a bet on your life right now.
All right. Let me go. Let me loose. And I owe you. I give you some credit. I will give you a boon. Just let me loose. Let me out of this chair, okay?
That is a life boon. And you know it.
Oh, fuck.
Swear on it.
Okay. A life boon. 1 livable service. 1 token upon your clan. Upon your house. Just let me out of this fucking chair, okay?
You're allowed to leave the chair, but you're not allowed to do any mind trickery on me, and you are not allowed to do any mind trickery on my.
I'm out of this fucking place. I'm out of this fucking place. I was only here to kind of kill you. I don't give a shit about these guys.
You're not allowed to leave my presence either.
All right. I'm out. I owe you something. I owe you a boon. I'm gone. That's it. Is that terminable? Is that agreeable? Just fucking cut these chains.
Okay.
Ugh. Now this is just fucking embarrassing. He's more uncomfortable by being embarrassed that he was caught out.
and I said, as I say to him, you're not to hurt me as well.
All right. But good luck. I'll leave you be with your goddamn sister. And he kind of walks away. He goes into a shadow. He kind of emerges. And at this point, Cassandra, the real Cassandra in the corner of the room, again screams and shouts at you, going, "How the fuck did you not realize it was me? God damn it! I just fucking you piece of shit."
I'll reply to her, swearing as, "I don't know how we didn't ouse you with all of your natural ladylike charm coming through so thick."
Oh, she just keeps screaming and crying out and just da-da-da. And of course, as this was all going on, the warehouse suddenly bursts into flames, more fire. The fuel barrels, everything starts to begin to set alight. And yes, the whole warehouse begins to burn. And Kindred and all sorts seem to escape or try to exit or try to get out. And even Cassandra looks at you going, "We have to get out. We have to get out now, right now. Please, come. And she's just following others proceeding outwards.
Yep.
David?
Yep.
You mentioned somebody with a cloth over their head. What is the Easter egg?
Now, as you both escape, many mortals and kindred seem to escape, and these basically these massive barrels of fuel and napalm drop from the ceiling and ignite and spread fire across the whole facility, across the whole med lab area. and mortals and kindred are both trying to escape from this place. And you're both presented in a situation where there is a ladder that leads outside, that leads to the rooftop of this facility. Now, this ladder, you see before you this one particular person, this one particular individual with another female individual. And he looks upon both of you and goes, they are monsters. They are both monsters. Deal with them.
I shoot him in the head.
You may shoot. You may proceed to shoot. As you do, this particular female or individual will try to strike at you or hit at you.
I have quick draw.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yeah, we're all roll dice here. So this is your dexterity plus firearms, not including your quick draw. No defense here. So let's see how well you succeed.
And I'm going to spend 1 blood into dexterity as well.
Yes, you may. Yes, you may. This will cause quite serious injury to this individual.
And I have a special plus 2 dice, so that is 12d10.
Yeah, roll the dice. Let's see how much you do. So 2.
I think that fudged it actually. It says some warning something on my screen.
Warning 10 is the maximum count for the repeat command. So
you can only roll 10 and you roll again.
Okay, so I need to roll 2 more dice.
Yeah, you did roll a 10 as well, so it explodes. So you can roll, I think, 3 more dice. I think that's appropriate. In either case, this individual just looks and glares at you and is so disappointed now. So,
that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 damage to Sahid.
Yes, because you're plussing 2 because of the gun. Yes, you shoot him, and as you shoot, it hits him in the chest as he's about to get on this ladder, and as you fire this bullet, as you fire this gunshot in, it pierces his chest. The pain, the agony of a mortal. His left arm goes limp, and he just simply recoils in frustration. And you can smell the blood. You can smell the pain, the frustration. He just gives you that look. He gives you a glare of forgiveness. He looks upon you and sees nothing more than a victim.
I did say I shot him in the head.
Sorry. If you try to aim for a head blow, that's minusing dice because you're directly aiming. I think aiming for a head is like -4 to the dice roll.
Never mind then.
Never mind. Sorry, I apologize. If you're aiming for the head, it's literally -4 to your dice roll.
Right. Never mind.
You've shot him. You've shot him, and he has noticed you. He has looked upon you, and he sees you, and it's enough to give him a sense of remembrance. But as he looks upon you, another individual that he seems to be gesturing for her to follow him or to carry on with him, but she seems to push him onwards or push him above into the helicopter, into the landing pad, and she looks to you, and she is there for violence. She is there armed with weapons, blade and gun, and she wants to harm you. She wants to kill you, and she will be attacking you in full blood drive. So we will go to this scene, this individual, and she's going to be going full out on you. So we will do the roll for initiative for these individuals to attack you. Let's just simply say 1-on-1. This person is attacking you. The other kindred have suddenly started to assault the facility or the med lab. and they're attacking the security staff around you. But this individual wants to kill you. She wants to harm you because you have harmed her mentor, her guide. So initiative roll. So this will be your composure plus dexterity. And Blue, if you're involved in this scene as well, or if you wish to antagonize or attack this character, you can roll as well.
Maybe I didn't quite understand what's happening. There was another person with their face covered in the blood facility thing. Who was that?
Yeah.
I think that was the bunny individual, the creature that was.
I think you'll find we found the bunny in the earlier labs.
Earlier labs? What, this labs? So this is the.
This is where we went to get. We went to get Cassandra, and you said that there was somebody that we felt blood sympathy to that was on the other side of the room with a cloth covering their head.
Sorry, sorry, I apologize. That's the original Cassandra.
Okay.
Sorry,
gotcha.
Sorry, the original Cassandra is with you, but let's simply say she's not involved in this combat because she's too.
All right. Well, look, I'll take an initiative turn anyway, just so I'm useful. But it'll be James and me standing back mostly.
Yeah. Basically, yes. If you didn't realize it was the original Cassandra, you've been backstabbed and all sorts of stuff. At the moment, yes, you're confronted with this hunter, this individual with bloodlust in her mind, and she's defending her sire, her patriarch, and she's going to be attacking specifically you, Eric. So we'll roll initiative to determine combat. So this will be dexterity plus composure plus a d10.
Already done that. I have a 10.
Okay, so I just rolled for her quickly. It's that. There's a 5, and that is a plus. Plus 6. So 5 plus 6. It'll be 11 for her. What is your?
Written mine in chat.
Okay, so initiative 10. 12 from Blue and 11. So, Maria or Blue, you we going first in this combat sequence?
No, they won't. I've been going first.
I thought I saw James initiative 10.
No, I'm spending a blood point. I'm using celerity.
Yes, you may spend celerity and whatnot to go to the top of the initiative.
Is this man who is, is this man still visible?
He's escaping. He's trying to get to a helicopter or trying to get to the roof. And this individual in front of you is trying to stop you. But yes, because of your celerity, you may bypass her. You may go beyond her to this individual or this man. But you have to spend the blood points to do that. And it will take a few turns to do that.
Do I have a clear shot?
It's going to take you at least one turn to get yourself in a good position to then shoot.
I mean, I'm fine. Spending another blood. I'm using an instant action, and I'm moving into that position. I'm there.
All right, just to give you the heads up, something will happen in the second turn if you do approach this individual.
I'm not approaching him. I'm gonna shoot him.
Yeah, if you get near him, something will happen. Just to give you the heads
up. I said, David, you can have a clear shot 30 meters with a pistol.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I'm just giving you a heads up. If you approach him or go near him, something will happen. But that's it. So that's you're gonna try to attack or hit the martyr, the main character. Blue, what is your intention? What is your interaction?
But I love as well.
So you are breaking up there, Eric. I'm just getting every third word.
Can you hear me now?
Sorry, I literally heard. Oh, hello. Oh, I think Eric's exiting. He'll be returning in a moment.
Okay, from what I got from Eric, he's using a celerity, using a blood point to move to the top of the initiative chain, and then
Yep.
taking a shot at old mate.
Okay, cool. That's it. That's
Hello.
fine. That's good.
I'm back
Okay,
again.
cool. Yeah, I'm trying to gauge what's happening. So, Eric, yes, you're top of the initiative. You're spending the blood point, and you're going to try and shoot at the head person, the person running to the helicopter. He's trying to run to the helicopter there. So that's fine. So we'll go to blue. We'll simply say.
I said, I am still able to take the shot.
That's fine.
I spent an extra action to move into the position so I can actually fire at him. Essentially moving away from this broad that is trying to get all up in my faces with her sword seize. And
okay.
then I'm taking the shot. So here goes.
Okay, we can go into that. So it gets complicated because something will happen to you as you approach him or go near him.
He's not approaching him, he's shooting him.
I know it doesn't matter because you're in the area and because you're
I can be 50 meters away from him, Dave.
I know, no, sorry. It's all about acknowledging him and looking at him. It's enough. It's because of his abilities. Hold on, I just need to look this up. Martyr of Martyr of Mercy. Okay. Curse removal. Blah 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 blah. Okay. So yes. So who had? Sorry, I apologize. So I'm looking at the initiative. Blue, you have the highest initiative. So I'm looking at it as 12.
I think you'll find that Eric is shooting him. That's what's happening.
I'm looking at James' initiative is 10, and looking at Margot's initiative is 12, and my initiative is 11. So I'm assuming James is going last.
No, I spent the blood into celerity, making me go into the top. Then I spent another blood to move to get a clear shot, and then I'm taking the shot.
Yes. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. So now you are shooting at the martyr, the individual, previous image individual, and as he's going towards the helicopter, and he's already suffered an injury. He's already suffered some damage from your previous shot, and yes, you may shoot at him again.
I just rolled.
So that is dexterity plus firearms.
Yes. Plus the silencer, maybe as well.
I think the silencer minuses damage, but you get extra dice to roll.
So he gets 3 damage, making it a total of 8 on him.
Oof! All right, you fire another shot at him, and as you do that, as you kind of you kind of ignore everything else, you use your celerity just to get up front. You shoot another shot at him, and it pierces his chest, pierces his upper. You shot him in the right kind of torso. Now you shot him in the left torso, and at this point, he just sort of goes and then kneels to the floor. He's crippled. He's very injured at the moment. He starts bleeding out, and at this point, he just simply goes, "I'm sorry. I didn't want to do this," and then he kind of just lets back. He kind of stretches his back and opens his arms and as if embraces you, as if opens himself to everyone around him. And a wave or a noise or sound is emitted. And the strangest thing happens to both of you. You start to feel like as if it's a heart attack is happening to both of you. You start to feel and as this wave hits you, as if this pulse hits you, you're mortal. You're no longer kindred. You're alive. Your heart is beating. Your pulse is beating. Your taste buds are tasting. Your saliva is dripping. Your hearing is dripping. Your eyes are sore. you are alive. You are mortal. You are human. How do both of you react?
I don't care. Really? I mean, it's such a weird feeling, but he doesn't care. He has a mission. He, it's like someone like it's like tripping for a moment. You just get back when you're running a race. You just get back and keep running.
That's the way you feel. Yes, your heart has been that sense of the prohibition, the sense of yes, you have a duty, you have a task, you have to proceed forward. Yes, carry on, keep going. Yes, this is a distraction. It's nothing more. Keep going, keep going. Blue, what is your reaction?
I feel weak. I feel not powerful. I hate it. Get it off me. I don't like it. Completely the opposite. I was about this close to winding my beast up and tearing that helicopter a new rotor blade, and all of a sudden, this, no, and probably that's my reaction. Just no. You've taken everything that I am. I need this. Ah. So he might be tripping in a good way. For me, they've taken my heroin away. Not happy.
It's a pulse. It's as if this individual is pulsing this kind of feeling, this thought, this power outwards, and it is affecting both of you in this way. And yes, you can no longer use your disciplines. You can no longer use your kindred abilities. You are now mortal. You are now human, and it hurts. Every part of you hurts. Every thumping of your heart, every pulsing of your veins is just painful and strange and bizarre. And he is just weakened at the same time. And he's crawling to the helicopter. He's just trying to get out of the situation. He's trying to escape.
Shoot him, James! Shoot him!
James, you are. I'm going to give you the full heads up. You have to get past this blonde. Once you get past this blonde, you can have full shooting abilities to this individual. And she's standing in your way. She is literally looking to you and going, you cannot pass. You will not kill him. He is our savior, monster, creature of the night. I will destroy you.
As said, I have already moved past this bitch a long time ago.
She's just coming up in front of you. You may spend more celerity. No, okay. You can't. Actually, sorry, you can't spend more celerity. You can't use your disciplines. This person's kind of catched up behind you, and the shock and awe of what's happened and what's happening. You are mortal now. Okay. The damage you received is mortal damage. The abilities you cannot use your abilities. It's so strange. And she is just behind you. And she's pointing a gun at you now and going, I can't let you have to die now. Don't let me do this. Please don't let me do this. She replies.
Don't let me do what?
I'll kill you. I'll destroy you, Leech.
You'll destroy me. He's gonna bleed out. I give him about 10 seconds. He's not gonna reach the helicopter.
You can't let him die. If he dies, we're all doomed. We're all damned. You can't let him meet at the end. Just please walk away.
Well, how distracted would you say she is?
Yeah.
With James.
Distracted enough she doesn't notice you, Blue, of course.
Don't of course me, but I find a handy little freaking something sharp if it's a fucking paperclip, and I'm going over there and I'm cutting this guy's throat myself. I want my power back.
I mean,
fair enough. She doesn't notice. She doesn't. She's more paying attention to Eric, and it just repeats: if he dies, we're all doomed. You can't let him die. Please, just believe me. Just let him go.
you need to speak. You need to tell me more if you want me to believe you.
He's the last of them. He's the last martyr. If he dies, she'll come back and she'll destroy us all.
Do you mean? Give me a minute. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Do you mean Selena?
As you mention that word, fear goes across her face. Horrid fear. And she goes, she's the angel. She is angelic, but she will destroy everything. She'll purge everything. If he dies, she will come back. Please, just let him go.
I'm guessing I see Maria sneaking up on this motherfucker.
To be honest, it's too late. Maria, what are you going to do to this motherfucker as you sneak up behind him?
Well, I'm not particularly stealthy as a human. I'm not particularly strong as a human. I'm not particularly anything as a human, which is why this is shit.
Can you even move in a full flak armor?
Slowly. Slowly, goddammit. Slowly. In the meantime, I'm checking all the pockets. Surely this has got a knife on it.
This individual is crawling towards the helicopter very slowly. This female individual is distracted and is looking upon Eric and talking to Eric's PC. But of course, he doesn't notice this other kindred who is about to pounce upon him. And what does this other kindred do?
Do I find a knife in the flak armor?
Yes, of course, there's a knife in the flak armor.
Oh god, it's gonna bring doom and gloom, but fuck it. This guy has taken my dark cursed powers away, and all for so many years I have prayed for this exact same thing, and now that it's happened, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it, and you made me do this. You're making me do this. This is your fault. Knife out and just pounce and just keep stabbing until he's covered in more blood. I'm covered in blood, and then when the body stops moving, just keep fucking stabbing until I feel fucking strong again.
You just pounce on this individual, and you slit his throat. You cut, you stab, you cut and cauterize, and blood pours out of him. And of course, the blood spills everywhere. And because of your viciousness and because of the way the blood spills, it does cause you 1 aggravated damage, including your resilience and other factors. A simple fact, it just causes you 1 aggravated. It's worth it, of course.
The fact that I again have aggravated damage makes me so happy because it means I'm a kindred again.
But blood spills everywhere, and of course, both of you start to feel normal. Both of you start to feel like normal kindred, and he just spouts the words of I just wanted to try to cure you. I was just trying to make you human, and of
Some of
course
us
more.
were never born to be human. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
And of course, more blood spills, more, and it's acidic. It's acid to kindred. But as this blood spills and pours and drenches the helicopter, of course, the guard or the staff or individuals pour out, but they see him dying. They see the blood pouring, and they just drop their weapons. They seem to become numb. They become docile. They just drop to their knees at this scene. And as this happens, even the blonde individual that was trying to threaten James just looks and goes, "Oh, it's done. It's finally done. We're all doomed." He was our last hope.
I'm sorry. Not really. just a formality.
She starts to cry and bellow, and tears emerge, and she simply just says, "That's it. You have won. You have London. Take it. It's yours. I only wish that you can. We're all redeemed by what you've done. God, help us all." And she starts to cry and bellow, sort of very heavily, very thickly with the tears.
Do you want me to kill you? Make it easy for you.
You're free. Tell the rest of them you're all free. Take London. It's yours. We will leave you. The enlightened will leave you. The last place you may claim now is the Shard. I only wish you luck, and I hope you accept the horror of what you are now.
Didn't really answer my question here now, did you? Do you want to die?
I accept death.
Good. And I put my gun to her head. Any final words?
I am the last of the 9. Let my death be worthy of it.
Oh, we got her, Maria. We got her. I just knock, and I go behind her and just take the butt of my gun and hit her in the back of her head, hopefully knocking her out.
Yeah, she gets knocked out. I'm happy for whoever dice rolls. And yes, she announced that she's the last of the 9.
Handcuff her, put her over my shoulder, and just let's go.
And as you exit the scene, suddenly the whole building starts to blaze, starts to fuel with fire.
Luckily, we got this helicopter here with a pilot.
Yes, you are lucky that there is this helicopter pilot. And he looks to you going, "Hey, is this what I'm meant to be? I'm meant to," and of course, dominate, and of course, majesty.
Serve me.
Yes, fly, fly, my beasts, fly, my creatures. And of course, the helicopter pilot does fly for you. And this individual is also flying with you. And I think we will happily end scene on this very heavy, very dramatic scene of chapter 2 in the Raccoon for Chronicles Martyrs of the City. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the show.